Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, we are back in Northampton with our career in our historic Porsche Challenge in the UK. We've got a race today, 12 laps. Okay, so here we are. I think we're at practice. Let's have a couple of laps of practice and then we'll get straight into the qualifying. Now you'll see here I've managed to turn the steering wheel off because it was jerky. It was sort of flopping all over the place. It was hard on your eyes the way it was jerking around, plus it takes frame rate as well, so just get rid of it, make things a lot smoother. If you come into return to the pits, okay, now down here you've got a setting, cockpit setup. Go to the cockpit setup. You can adjust the position of your seat, which is brilliant. HUD layout, seat position, steering wheel. Here we go, down here. Go to seat position and click on steering wheel, and you can get rid of the steering wheel. It is just a pain in the neck, and if you're driving with a wheel anyway, you do not need two steering wheels in front of you. It just looks stupid. So go in here, get rid of the steering wheel, and your game will run a lot smoother. Your game will run a lot smoother, and it won't be annoying to see that wheel flickering around all the time. Qualifying. Okay, here we go. Right, this is it, guys. Our first race. Main thing is to complete the race and not get any damage. Try and get as close as we can as to the front, but not get any damage. But first, let's do some. See what sort of a time we can put in. Really enjoying this game, guys. I really am. I love the cars, I love the sound. I love the fact that everything's coming out of my pocket. If I scratch the paint, if I damage the car, everything's coming out of my pocket. So it gives you an immersion. It gives you a feeling of how important it is to drive carefully. Right, we're just trying to get some warmth into our tyres right now. Here we go. Right, so here are our positions here. I thought I was going quite fast, but obviously I wasn't. Not fast enough. So here's my time down here. Why don't I have a time? I'm not sure about that. Why I don't even have a time registered. I'm sure I put a good time in at some stage. But the fastest time was 3:00,922. I'm not sure why I don't have a time here. Maybe it was because I went over the track limits, and I don't know. They disqualified my lap or something. I don't know, but I think there were a couple of times I did a pretty clean lap, stayed within the confines of the track. But anyway, I'm starting down the back, which is okay. Let's go to the next session, which is the race. Here we go, guys. Our first race of the season. Remember, we've got to get round this race. We're getting paid from our sponsors because we have rolling billboard selected. So I'm going to treat this as a race practice. Being my first race, I'm going to try and stay clean and not get any damage and get the car home. We have 12 laps. Okay, so let's go. Beautiful looking cars here. All lovely Porsche 911s. Beautiful. Slightly older and more classic model than my one. The one I own, but beautiful nevertheless. All Porsches are beautiful, guys. They're a work of art. All Porsches are a work of art. That's what I say. Right, skip that. Let's go. Here we go. 12 laps. I didn't get any indication that the race has started, so that is my HUD settings. I need to do some fine tuning on the HUD settings. But boy, these AA made a clean start. They made a really good start. Let's just get some warmth into my tyres. Okay, so I ended up retiring from the race. I took a couple of hits. The other cars were getting a bit argy-bargy with me. And I crawled up through the field. Actually, I did quite well, considering. But then I spun onto the grass, didn't hit the wall, but I decided to retire and put this one behind me as a learning curve, really. So here were the results here. Christian Volkert was first, and I was right down the back of the field. So I think we're better just to move on from this one. Finish weekend. Finished position 16th. You earned $1,912. Okay. I get where it was for advertising, maybe. By the time they took out all my damage and my dents and scratches, the money from my rolling billboard basically went into repairs, I would say. So there we go. My earnings were, confirm earnings, there we go, earnings 1,900, so put me up to 51,900 in the bank as I go into the next weekend. Well, that was some good racing. I really enjoyed that racing as I slowly crawled my way up the field, slowly getting the hang of it. You've got to get the hang of overtaking these cars because they will stick to their line and they will hit you. They won't give you an inch, just like real-time racing, guys. So they don't show a lot of courtesy or manners, I'm afraid. So you have to learn where to pass them. On the outside, on the fast corners, you can pass them on the outside. You can pass them on the inside if you've really got good speed and you're confident you're going to be able to outbrake them and get in ahead of them at the corner. If you're beside them at the corner, they will cut in and they will probably hit you. So you have to be in a really good position to overtake them on the inside. On the slower corners, you can definitely overtake them on the outside if you've got enough inertia, got enough speed. So there we go, our first race. Happy with that. That was exciting. And we're going on to our next weekend, which is Holger Newman, Sifan Kirsch. Don't know where that is. Looks very nice. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next video where we will take on Derby, the new circuit, our second race on our career mode, second race of the season, and see if we can get a few dollars in the bank. This is quite a nice looking little track. Nothing complicated about it by the look of it. Okay, cheers, guys. I'll see you again soon. Over and out.